Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is November the 9th, 2024. We're going to be talking about WWE SmackDown, and we're going to do a little results of TNA. We got big things happening for Friday Night SmackDown, but ladies and gentlemen, before we get to any type of results, 2K announced during this whole WCW pack, that's happening next week, they're going to add a new arena. It's called the Fall Brawl, WCW Fall Brawl, and you could do a War Games match in this one. You don't have to just use Survivor Series. You could use the WCW War Games. Or you could do your singles wrestling matches. Like, you could make it like a normal pay-per-view, and you could have War Games matches. You don't have to do it at Survivor Series War Games. So that's pretty cool. They showed us DDP. I think I told you guys that. They showed us DDP. He looks normal. He looks like DDP, like he did on the last couple games that he was in. I need to move this. It's in my way. He was in the last couple of games, and he looks normal to me. They showed, they had a trailer of the people that's going to be in it. We saw the Great Muta. He looks cool. They showed Alex. Lex Luger, that was cool. Mr. Perfect. I think Iron Sheik's supposed to be in it as well. I don't remember, but yeah, all those people. So that's pretty cool to see, and we're going to get that arena. I think people are happy about it, and I think people are more happy what SmackDown announced. But we need to get to TNA first, because we have a big betrayal, and we had a championship match. We have a lot of things happening. We got Rosemary and Wendy Choo in that match. So, we didn't get a lot of segments. We got Joe Hendry coming out. He wants to sing the story of Nick Neville, and it was short because Ryan Neville. And the story was that he is Nick Neville's brother, and then that was the end, because he didn't do anything in TNA. And we heard that Joe Hendry will be facing Ryan Neville next week on TNA. So first match of the evening, we got Masha Slamovich and Jordynne Grace versus Alicia Edwards and Tasha Steelz. Pretty decent tag team match. Jordynne Grace did a great job in NXT, in the ECW arena, and she did an amazing job in TNA. This lady, I could see something, if she doesn't re-sign with TNA, I hope she comes to WWE and actually win that NXT Women's Championship. If they're not going to make a history making with TNA stars win the WWE titles, or same thing as NXT, if they don't have NXT win TNA titles. So if they don't do that, I'm hoping that Jordynne Grace comes to WWE and actually win the NXT Women's Championship. I don't think she should go to the main roster. I think NXT would be great for her. Because now that she has a problem with Zarya, but that could still be a problem. That she could still come in with a crossover and do her rivalry with Zarya, because that's what they did with Rosemary and Wendy Choo. She came back to TNA to have a match with Rosemary. So yeah, we don't know what's going to happen there, but it was a pretty decent match for both teams. I thought it was an interesting match. It was good. But the winner of that match was Masha Slamovich and Jordynne Grace. Then we have Rosemary versus Wendy Choo in a no DQ match. They try to use almost everything. Wendy Choo was hitting Rosemary with a pillow. I don't think there was anything in the pillow. It didn't look like it. She was just whacking her with a pillow. And Rosemary was using a cane. It was an okay match for a no DQ for both of these ladies. But the winner of that match was Rosemary. Rosemary gets the win, and I guess this is the last time we see Wendy Choo in a TNA ring, because she has a resting point that she laid on her pillow and she got kissed by Rosemary. So, I don't know, this is the end of her being on there. We had a bonus match that was in the vaults of TNA's vaults. This was like in June when Mustafa Ali was working for TNA, and he was the X Division champion. It was supposed to be Mustafa Ali versus Mike Satana, but it turned into a tag team match because Campaign Singh got himself involved. So we have a tag team match. We got Mike Satana and Joe Hendry versus Mustafa Ali and Campaign Singh. The winner of that match was Mike Satana and Joe Hendry. And we heard that in Turning Point, Nick Neville will defend his world title against Eddie Edwards, because Eddie Edwards pinned the world champion, I believe it was last week, in a tag team match. And then we got Jody Threat versus Heather. Of course, Ash has to try and get herself involved in the match. Dating Luna to help Jody Threat by attacking Ash, and Jody Threat gets the win. And then we got Moose versus Mike Bailey for the X Division Championship. It was a pretty decent match for both of these guys, but the winner of that match and your new X Division Champion, Moose. And after that, when Moose won the match, Trent Seven came out and it looks like he was hugging and saying sorry for Mike Bailey for losing his title. And then at the end, Trent Seven with a low blow onto Mike Bailey. And then he did his lariats. Trent Seven just turned heel. That's the end of TNAs. So now we got Friday Night SmackDown. Well, Friday Night SmackDown, Nick Aldis made a big announcement and everybody been wanting this. I've been seeing it on Facebook. I've seen it on social media that people want this. A mid-card title for the women's. Nick Aldis just introduced a Women's United States Championship. We don't know how they're going to get the first ever champion, but we will find out. It could be a tournament. It could be a big multi-women match. We have no idea. But we didn't get a lot of segments. We saw Candice LeRae without Indy Hartwell this time because she got released. But we didn't. The only big segment was the Bloodlines and Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Randy Orton came out, called out Kevin Owens. We had a brawl between these guys. And Kevin Owens did a banned move, and that was the pile driver, and he kind of hospitalized Mr. Randy Orton. Cody Rhodes went with Randy Orton to the hospital. He got stretchered out. Kevin Owens looks like he was upset what he did. I have no idea. We don't know what is Kevin Owens' deal. But ladies and gentlemen, Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso came out. When Roman was about to talk, Jey Uso came out and he told Roman, just hear him out. So Sami Zayn came out and explained what he did. Why he came out to Crown Jewel. The same thing he said on Raw. To make sure Jey Uso is okay. But he told Roman the kick that he did was not on purpose. And all that stuff. And Sami says that he missed the being part of Bloodline. He missed being those four. And he says that Roman likes it too. Roman wants it back as well. And he saw a little smirk on Roman Reigns' face. But Sami says, I will go if you want me to go. But if you want me to stay, you have to apologize. Roman says, you want me to apologize to you. Sami said, no, you have to apologize to Jey Uso. Roman did apologize, but he says, I'm sorry for that you waste my time with Sami Zayn. Because he doesn't want Sami, because he's not family, he's not blood. And then he says the only thing that he cares about is Solo. So Sami is about to leave. Until the Titantron had Jacob Fatu on there saying that Solo is not going to come out because you say so. He's going to come out when he wants to. At the end, we have a tribal chief, undisputed tribal chief ceremony, acknowledgement ceremony for Solo Sikoa. That's the end of the show. So first match of the evening, we got Bayley versus Candice LeRae. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent. I think Candice LeRae did a good job. She tried to outsmart Bayley, but Bayley outsmarted her with a roll-up. The winner of that match was Bayley. Good job for both of these ladies. Then we had DIY versus Pretty Deadly, and Tommaso Ciampa is mad, man. Because Johnny Gargano was talking to the Motor City Machine Guns. He's happy. He's welcomed them to SmackDown, saying congrats for winning those tag team titles. Tommaso Ciampa wasn't happy about that. So Tommaso Ciampa destroyed Pretty Deadly all by himself. He didn't take Johnny Gargano, and DIY won the match. Tommaso Ciampa didn't get he didn't tag his partner in. But we heard that next week on SmackDown, it will be the Street Profits getting the tag team titles, not DIY. Tommaso Ciampa is still angry. Well, we heard that on Monday Night Raw, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill will defend their tag team titles against Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez on Raw. But we got a match between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffany Stratton has some things to say about Candice LeRae before this match happened. It was a pretty decent tag team match. They did a good job, but Candice LeRae came out and tried to help Tiffany Stratton. Attacking, I think it was Bianca Belair, attacking her, and then Tiffany Stratton says, I don't need... No, it was Jade Cargill, because Bianca Belair got the win. Tiffany Stratton says, I don't need your help, and all that stuff, and then they got pinned. KOD, Tiffany Stratton loses. Will Nia Jax have a new friend named Candice LeRae, because Tiffany Stratton is losing a lot. Big time. I thought it was the Grayson Waller effect, but it was Motor City Machine Guns versus Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I thought it was the talk show, but I guess not. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match, it was a pretty decent tag team match. The winner of that match was the Motor City Machine Guns. Pretty good match. But at the ceremony now, we're on the ceremony. We got Solo and the Bloodline coming out. And of course, Solo had to say, Buffalo, acknowledge me. And they didn't really acknowledge him. They just booed him. And then Roman Reigns came out. And Solo wants him to acknowledge him. And then Roman says, Buffalo, do you acknowledge him? I don't acknowledge him either. And all that stuff. But Roman issued a challenge to Solo. A one-on-one match. And whoever wins will be the only tribal chief. Because Roman thinks he's the original tribal chief. Solo thinks he's the tribal chief. So Roman wants to end this. But Solo laughed about it. He says, I am the real tribal chief. He issued a challenge to Roman Reigns to a War Games match. But Roman says, who's your fifth man? Solo counted all his guys. I don't know why he did that. He thinks he's doing a math class. But you're not counting to 4. And he said his fifth guy was Sami Zayn. Remember, Sami tried to get part of the OG bloodline, but Roman declined. And remember, Jey Uso walked away from Roman Reigns too, because it doesn't sound like Roman Reigns trying to be equals with Jey Uso. He keep telling him what to do, and Jimmy Uso trying to talk back to Roman, what are you doing? And Roman says, you go find your brother now. And then Jimmy Uso walked away from Roman Reigns as well. He's making things hard for this team. So, and then Roman Reigns got attacked by the Bloodline. And then here comes Solo with the Samoan spike, but he told Sami to come here and kick Roman Reigns in the head. Well, the Usos came out and they had some super kicks, and then the numbers was too much for them. And then he told Sami Zayn to kick Roman in the head, because remember what he did to you. And then Sami kicks Solo in the head. And then we had the OG Bloodline working together. Superman punches, super kicks. And then, ladies and gentlemen, at the end, all 4 of the OG Bloodline was staring at each other. And there's the Usos putting the ones up. Roman and Sami saw it. And then Roman and Sami Zayn put the ones up. The OG Bloodline is back. But the question is, who's the 5th member on both teams? Because now Solo doesn't have a 5th guy, because his 5th guy betrayed them. And Roman only has 3 guys. So it's going to be a 5-on-5 War Games match. Who is the 5th guys? And we heard that Elimination Chamber will be in Toronto. I don't know why I need to bring that up, but yeah, it's coming in Toronto. They finally made a decision. It's not coming in UK no more. It's coming in Toronto. That's pretty cool for the Canadians. So, I don't know, I brought that up because we have War Games. We don't have Elimination Chamber happening. That's in March. So yeah, that's going to be interesting to find out who's the 5th members of the 2 teams. People are saying Cody Rhodes. Some people don't want Cody Rhodes. People want to see Cody Rhodes face Kevin Owens. I want to see him face Kevin Owens too. I thought this whole bloodline thing ends at Bad Blood, and then the Crown Jewel thing happened. Can Cody get some revenge? Because he's seen his best friend Randy getting beat up by Kevin Owens. He got beat up after Bad Blood, and he still didn't get his revenge. Let him get his revenge, man. Let him get his match against Kevin Owens. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see Cody Rhodes back in the bloodline problems when he was the one in the ambulance with Randy Orton. He should be the one getting his revenge, and maybe Randy Orton turn heel during this match between him and between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton could team up with Kevin Owens again as a heel team. So we will find out. The story is still happening. We will find out what's going to happen with the bloodline and what's going to happen with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. How long Randy Orton's going to be gone for? Will we see Kevin Owens face Cody Rhodes at Survivor Series? We will find out. That's all for today. Tell us out. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow on Tuesday for Monday Night Raw results. Because there's no pay-per-view happening this weekend that I know of. AEW's Full Gear is like on the 23rd, I think. And Turning Point is like at the end of November, I believe. So yeah, there's no pay-per-view happening. So I will see you guys on Tuesday for Monday Night Raw results. That's all me today. Tell us out. Bye!